Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. Wanted to go live with you guys here. Want to dive into this spring break session from Appsumo here. Wanted to get your feedback really quick. I actually wanted to talk a little bit more about what I think is an actual really good deal here. So let's talk really quick. Before we get into it, please like, subscribe. Know you guys are here. Let me see who here. You guys could tap in, let me know. All right, just tap in, let me know you guys are here. I'm gonna kind of wait until people kind of start show up. Some people say, hey Jay, I'm gonna be there for you anytime you go live. I'm like, yeah, okay. You never know when I'm gonna go live. So let me see who showed up here, and then I'm gonna share some of the deals. But I do want to talk about one deal in particular. So let's take a look at we're going to take a look here. Tap in when you get here. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know when you are here. Tap in. That way I know you're here. Give me a thumbs up. Jenny, I'm here. I showed up like I would. I showed up like I said I would. And I know this is kind of last minute. I didn't think I would go live, but here I am. I am live here. So let's take a look at what we're going to do here. All right, so spring break came back, right? Probably about 12 different deals. I haven't looked and seen if there are any additional deals that they're giving the deals on. So let me see as we look at it here. So as we look at it here, I'm definitely going to talk about BrainCert. I'm going to walk you through that a little bit. I'm going to give you a little small playbook on that, right? So, I know you guys like when I do my little playbooks. Cole, if you're out there, you know you love the playbooks, man. If you guys are out there, AC, I know you might stop by just for a minute, maybe even on the recording, but you might even stop in. Julian is in the house. Bonjour from France, Jenny. Bonjour. Did I say that right? Bonjour. Bonjour from France, Jenny. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, so let's take a look at let's look at all deals, right? I didn't have a time to go through all of them like I wanted to, because as soon as I found out about it, I was like, oh, I don't have time to do everything, but we will go through a few of them today and just answer some of the questions that you may initially have. I want you to ask your questions and see if there's anything that I can help you with. So here's what I am going to do, right? I'm going to kind of compare what I think is one of the better tools here. I'm going to compare BrainCert with a couple of other popular tools. So let's get into it. Let's definitely talk about what deal you get. This is going to be mainly on BrainCert, right? The reason why I'm going to do that is because I know for a fact I've owned BrainCert for a while, and they've made some improvements to it, and I definitely want to talk about it. And there's some things I can immediately share with you on that one. Other tools are a little bit newer. I'm going to pick up a couple of more tools, and I'm going to dive into them. But I wanted to take a look at BrainCert really quick. Now, they're comparing this to Kajabi, Teachable, Thinkific, and those are not really true competitors. I don't know why everybody put those out there. They do, these are Kajabi has, Thinkific has a community piece now. Kajabi, to me, for its price range, is still, to me, seems to be the most overpriced LMS that is out there, right? And I call it overpriced is because you could charge that price back when you were the only game in town. It was Kajabi and Teachable. It was Teachable first, and then kind of Kajabi came along, and you could justify that cost. Now there's so many competitors, there's so many alternatives. To me, I think if Kajabi lowered their price, made it competitive, I think that they could probably still take over the market just from their name alone. But that's a whole other story. I just don't like when they try to compare them to Kajabi, right? I'm like, yeah, let's not do that. All right. So who else is popping in? Hey, when you guys get here, check in, give me a thumbs up. Julian's a member. Okay. Good to see you're a member, Julian. I did not know that. I appreciate that. Appreciate you hanging out with me today. All right. So course creators, educators, project managers. Now, so I'm going to concentrate on probably the most valuable piece of BrainCert that I like, right? And it's pretty steady. It's been around for a while. I think what's going to happen is if you purchase BrainCert, I think there's a lot of add-ons that they could sell you, which I'm okay with add-ons if they make sense. I think one of their add-ons, and I think all of them, I think Kajabi, everyone else has the add-on of having the mobile apps, things of that nature, right? But one of the things that I was just okay with, right? Now, let me give you the bad news first. There's probably only one thing that I did not like as much about BrainCert, and I want to say it's their design, right? When you're designing the pages and stuff. I'm not overly concerned with that for this LMS and for this particular reason as well. I think for what I can do with this LMS, it outshines what this particular setback is. And the reason why I say this is because I have so many landing page developers that it doesn't really matter to me. If I can get you to a checkout page, a checkout cart, I'm good with that. So I don't really get overly concerned with the builders now. I just move around them. I think when VBOut came out, and I think they're slowly making movements and improvements to their builder. I don't think it's the best builder. I just think the back end and what VBOut does gives you so much more than the value of just trying to put a landing page together. But I think if you take your time, you can put definitely a good landing page together with VBOut. I digress. My point I wanted to make to you is the most valuable piece that I think, right, to me, and I haven't seen any other LMS do this and land it so well. And let me tell you what that is. First, let me look at the deal first, and I'm going to tell you. So you have Scorum uploads. Now, if you don't know what Scorum is, Scorum, you can do a lot with Scorum. It's some type of, I forget what it's called. I forget what the acronym stands for. But if you follow me for some time, you know I have another tool that I picked up that actually does the Scorums for you, right? Let me see if I can give you the name of that. Let me see. Let me tell you the name of it, right? And I think a lot of people are like, why are you buying that? I say, because it has Scorum, right? You could build out, let me tell you the name of it. Slice Knowledge. That's what it is. So let me just show it to you really quick while you're here. And maybe you picked it up. And if you see it come back, maybe you did not know that. But let's talk about it here, because you guys know I always drop this knowledge on you guys, right? So Slice, the deal is not available. They may bring them back. I don't know. But what Slice does is it builds classes in AI. You tell it what kind of class you want to build, and it'll build it in AI for you, right? And it creates a catalog for you. Here's the power of this tool. And I picked it up and I told people to pick it up. And I was like, you're going to probably need a tool like this. It was not that expensive. I only want you to pay attention because it may come back and you know you got this hack from me, right? It's Slice Knowledge builds AI classes, but it downloads them in Scorum, Scorm. It downloads them in Scorum, right? So what you could do is you can create the class, download it in Scrum, and then upload it into BrainCert. I know, right? You can do that. And I don't think it was that expensive, right? I got a tier 2, something crazy. This was a very, very good deal, right? This is where this deal would kick in right now, is because when you go here to BrainCert, right? And I'm going to probably come back later today, maybe tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about at least one or two more before this deal goes away. But BrainCert gives you the ability to do the SCORM uploads up to 100 megs each. So you can actually build a class in AI using SCORM, then download and then upload the class. You have your courses built out very, very, very fast. All right. So that's important, that if you needed to know that. Now, what I want to do is I kind of want to tell you, look at the deal, and then let's look at some of the tools I would consider using it. What's up? What's up, Big Kev's World? How you doing? Big Kev, hey, Big Kev is here from UK. I don't even know what time it is there. They have the weirdest times I can't figure out. I'm using MemberPress with it. It's courses add-on, but yearly subscription. Yeah, so that must be this girl. Yeah, that must be the one we talked about. So yeah, I mean, it is good. You can do it like that, right? So bonjour. Hey, all right. So listen, let's look at what I think it says: unlimited emails and shippable products, unlimited landing page, content pages. Let me break some of this down for you, because a lot of people probably just don't know, right? Because I've owned this for a while. I use other tools. I own this specifically for one reason, and I'm going to tell you that reason. So for here, I would not, tier 1 is not good, meaning that it's just not a fair purchase. I think the least you should do, definitely with the 10%, I would do at least a tier 2. To me, the sweet spot in this deal is a tier 3, right? And I get a little offended, right? And I think those of you know me know I get offended when everybody wants to get everything free on an LTD. When you have a product that uses a lot of server and a lot of server space, I can't give you everything free. I want to be able to stay in business. That's a problem for me, because I really have a problem with that. So really what it comes down to, and you can either agree or disagree, that sometimes it almost comes down to you're battling to people who really want to use it for business versus people who really want to try to resell it or make money off of it. I'm not trying to create no wall. I'm not trying to create a battle. It's just that I don't believe that companies should give away everything, because if I purchased you for $299, spent $300 for you, I want you to be around. I want to at least be able to get my $300 out. I want to at least get some content, some courses sold, some launch, some different things, right? I want that to happen. So 2-3 years from now, I want to be able to say, hey, yeah, you know what? I had this tool, bought them. I've made all my money I can make out of them, so on and so forth. I don't want to buy your tool and then you be out of business 6 months later because you gave everything away for free. I'm going to always battle on that. And the reason why I'm going to always battle on that is because, listen, I run businesses with these LTDs, and I don't mind upgrading to a paid tier or paid subscription to get an additional service, right? I think that's an easy way of entry into owning an LTD. I mean, into owning, even going into a subscription. So if you're telling me I can get your product at a reduced cost, maybe a one-time cost, here's what getting a something for a one-time cost, here's what it does for you, right? Let me share the screen. So here's what getting it for, and here's what we need to make sure that we're paying attention to, right? Anytime you get something for a one-time cost, it gives you time to ramp up. Definitely a LMS, right? A LMS, you need time to ramp up, get your prepared, get your courses put together, market your courses. The LTD is perfect for our LMSs, right? Learning management system. It's perfect because it gives you time to ramp up. It's different from like you go and pay $175, $200 a month for a Kajabi, which I don't have anything against those tools. I think they're very fabulous tools. But if I got to pay $200 a month, I may not even have a course yet. So I'm under pressure now to put out a course, and it may not even be the best course because I'm trying to get off of the $200 a month. Whereas if I buy a LMS on a lifetime deal or an LTD, watch all these acronyms, I have time to build and put my course together. I have time to kind of tweak it and do some test cases and try to find the sweet spot of which one of my courses. Then once I get that course ramped up, then I 10x it, maybe run some ads to it. Now I have a course that's making me 5-10 grand a month. I don't subscribe to get more server space. I don't mind subscribing, getting maybe a mobile app, because I'm making 10 grand a month. You see how that works out? For me, LMS is the perfect thing to buy LTDs on because it gives you ramp up room with your educational purposes. I always battle back and forth with people saying, oh, give us unlimited this. No, you can't give unlimited thing, else they're going to be out of business, right? All right. So those are just some of the things that I was thinking, right? Those are some of the things I was just thinking, right? And so for this purchase, right, as we go back to it, let's take a look at it. As we go back to it, I think you can get in and get out and get what you need with a tier 2, right? And I'm going to show you the reason why it is important, right? It is important to look at what BrainCert does and what a lot of others do, right? Now, here's what I'm going to say. I have Unschooler, I have Easy Course, I have Online Course Host, I have a couple of the other LMSs. I have so many LMSs, right? And what the thing about me is, and a lot of people who follow me and a lot of my students who follow me know, I love certain tools for certain things, right? I don't think there's one tool that just does everything, every freaking thing well, right? You don't do everything well. There's something you're not lacking. There's something you're lacking, or there's something you're missing in some of the things you're doing. So that has been my challenge with all of these tools. They're not perfect, but with all of them, no, you're going to be missing something, right? And so what I want to do is let me share with you. And I know this is a bad time for me to go live, but I just kind of wanted to go live. I wanted to see what you guys are thinking about. Let me know in the comments some of the deals that came back. Did you like what they had to offer, right? I just wanted to see if you guys thought that and thought that was be. So let me tell you one of the things that I love about BrainCert, and I think I was going to tell you that. I don't want to get picked off on this. Yes, so slice knowledge. That was one I was saying. That was definitely one of the things that I was saying. All right, so let's look at all right, so let me look at so one of the things that I loved about BrainCert is the ability to go live or the ability to go record it, right? And let me explain to you right here on let's take a look at it here. So where'd it go? What did I do with it? I don't even know what I did with it. Here, hold on. Oh, here it is right here. So let me explain this to you really quick, right? So when it tells you 180 minutes, so it says here unlimited live classes, right? That's saying, oh, I can do unlimited live classes. Can you? But it says, but you only get 180 minutes per month virtual classroom. So let me explain the difference between the two. You might be saying, okay, so what's the difference between the two? The difference between the two is you can do unlimited live classes. This is BrainCert speaking, right? You can do unlimited classes, but just not have that be on our servers. On our servers, you can only do 180 minutes per month, right? And so that's what they're saying is you can only do 180 minutes per month on the virtual classroom, right? But you can do unlimited classes, live class. That's why I said I would hack this with, and I did it. I tested it out. I always test out my hacks before I give them to you. But you could do unlimited live classes using a sessions live link, right? So if you set up a live event inside of sessions, you could send people once they purchase from your BrainCert. Once the class go live, let's say we go live at 2 p.m. today, they're going to get a link and they're going to go automatically. They're going to go right into your live session within sessions. And so that's why I say you can hack the two together, because sessions can give you the live links. So you don't really need to buy it. You don't have to buy 720 minutes. What 180 minutes mean and what the 720 minutes mean, that means on their server. You can go 180 minutes on our server, or you could use a live link from somewhere else, and then you can put the link in there. So they give you the ability to do that. So that's basically what I was trying to tell you guys. And to me, that's the power of BrainCert. I think for you to have the ability to go live and that. So let me tell you how I would use that. Let me tell you the play on that, right? So what I would do on that is what I would do on that, and here's how I would use this tool, right? I would use this tool. I would go live probably once a month. Let's say I had a course, right? And I wanted to do a recorded session and I wanted to do a live session. But people like my live sessions because I answer questions live during the actual event. Well, I may charge $150 to do live, or I may even give you the option when you sign up. Hey, do you want a live course? Because that's $150, right? Or that's $250, right? Or that's $500. But if you want a recorded version of it, then that's $97. You see the difference? You can automatically charge more for just having the ability to go live from one platform, right? So that gives you the ability to actually do that. That gives you the ability to. You don't have that with any other tool, and there's not an associated cost. You definitely can't get it with a learning management system. I have about 6 or 7 learning management systems because I'm always teaching and I teach from different platforms. One of the things that I don't like about BrainCert, which is not a big deal to me because I have other tools that do that. One of the things I don't like about it is it's not white label. It's not 100% white label. In fact, the emails that people get from you from BrainCert from being, hey, you signed up, it's going to come from a BrainCert. It'll have your name. It'll be Jenny Jones, but it'll be Jenny Jones BrainCert, right? Which depends on you. If you want 100% white label, there's other tools out there. I think you can get that with your Easy Course, right? Easy Course is by far the most white labeled tool LMS that I have seen, right? There's probably others out there. It's just I haven't seen that many gives you 100% LMS, right? I mean, 100% white label, right? Online Course Host is a mini version. It's not a full version. I think BrainCert gives you more than Online Course Host, but Online Course Host actually gives you the ability to do your own domain and things of that nature. All right, so let me show you my BrainCert, which Sales Mastery Auto Hub keeps asking me, hey, show me your BrainCert, show me your BrainCert. All right, so let me show you mine. Let's look at my landing page first, right? So all right, so this is my landing page. Let me add that to the stream here. So this is my landing page, right? The landing page builder is kind of tough around the edges, right? If you will. It's kind of tough around the edges, right? But it definitely, I like the fact that they tell you what the cost is, and then you can click on it, you can view more featured courses, you can kind of do that. Some of the other tools allow you to do that, and you can do, you can get certificates and things like that in BrainCert, which I think is good. So it is a little challenging, right? You see my logo here, it's really, really small. Let me see here. Yeah, it's right here. You can see my logo. It's really, really small. I've been trying to get the right size on that. I just can't get that to work. I think what it gives you here also, it gives you these other abilities to add different things to your menu here. Yeah, so you can add other things here if you wanted to add for merch, right? You can always add a store here from a launch card or something like that, or even your Shopify core. But you can edit this menu here, right? So this menu is good to edit there. So let's look. Let's see what else do we have here. Really, that voice? Yeah, that voice. Yeah, that's the voice. All right. So this is your dashboard back here, right? And again, you don't have the ability to change this. Like I said, this is not fully white. Brand is at the forefront of this particular deal here, right? And you can go in. Let's look at. So when you go to sales and marketing, that takes you to your website, takes you to your landing pages, right? And you can go in there and you can edit that and do that as well. What I wanted to show you, I wanted to show you virtual classroom because this is really what it is what they talk about. So I was messing around with it last night. Click here. Let me see. I could schedule a class here. So let's look at how you actually schedule a class, right? So if you use virtual classroom, that's what I'm talking about. When you use their virtual classroom, then you're limited to those minutes. But if you don't use their virtual classroom, you can go to custom link and you can put in your sessions here. You could put in your other lives and all that. That's the difference. That's where the unlimited, they say, oh, you have unlimited. We're giving you unlimited live classes, right? The power in this is, again, when you put both classes up, you can say, hey, if you want to take this live, here it is here. If you want to take it with a already recorded session that's customized for you, then that's a lot less. That's 50% off, but you definitely have that available, right? And then you can just tell them, hey, the live sessions cost more because I'm always there until the last student leaves, right? And then you can sell it on that fact. And then you can go here, you can go free or paid here. You can have free courses or paid, right? Put the course description there, and then and yeah, so that's what you do. You put the meeting URL here. So again, that's the biggest difference here between a virtual classroom, right? So the virtual classroom, and what I like about it, and this is why I said they're kind of doing some things a little bit different, is you can actually select your nearest data center here. Right? You can put your nearest data center. I don't think you can see that when I collect them, but let's say I'm in the US, I'll go US West and I'll select Los Angeles, right? So the nearest data centers they have is they have a East, they have a Dallas, Texas, New York, Miami, Los Angeles, Frankfurt, London, UK, Asia. So they have Asia, Europe, the US, East Coast, and West Coast, right? They have 3 data centers on the East Coast, and they have 1 on the West Coast, and they have 2 in Asia and 2 in Europe. Hey, what's up with the West Coast, man? Why are you sliding us, man? Why? I mean, I know we get earthquakes out here, but come on, man, look out for us. All right, and so then you can set it up. You can say this class repeats, right? I don't know if this becomes it's a live class, a live session. You can almost get an evergreen out of this, but you'd have to be live, right? I don't know that it. Well, you do an evergreen for an LMS, right? It's not like you're doing a webinar, right? This could become a webinar, and I wonder if you could do recorded. That's very interesting. Now you guys got me thinking here. I wonder if you could do that. All right. So record this class. So when they say record this class, that means, do you want to take up storage space, right? Because obviously, if we let's get to it here. So that's where, when I say, hey, 60 minutes per month hard drive recordings. So it only records 60 minutes or an hour's worth of hard drive recordings a month. So if you want to get that hard drive class down, then once it records, if you only do 60 minutes, then you record it and you download it, and then you can upload it and then put it into a course or something like that. So where I would look at that, I actually think if you're going to use this, if it's going to be anywhere between mid to heavy usage, I think tier 3 is the way to go. Like I said earlier, tier 3 is the best sweet spot on here. I wouldn't go more than that. I mean, you're getting an additional 10% off. I wouldn't do 400. I'm just saying that because I don't need it. I have so many others. but to have that ability to go either live or recorded, that's definitely um, you should definitely consider that when you do that, right? You should definitely consider that when you do that, right? And so what I'm trying to do, right? You know, I have a class coming up, right? And my challenge is I want to do some of the classes. This is perfect, right? I want to do some of the classes. This is the one that I'm doing. I wait list because some of the classes are live and some are recorded. So this is one of the landing pages that I'm going to use. But what I want to do is take them to the ability to sign up for a live class or a recorded class. So this is perfect. And this is the only time that I would use this, because a lot of parents want to do the live class because they want to sit there with the child. And a lot of them is like, oh, my child or my son or daughter is not going to sit here for a recorded session. They're just not. So I think I need the class to be live. That's why BrainCert is so perfect for something like this, right? So let's go back and look at the deal one more time. Yeah, I think, tier 4, what you're getting now is you're getting more CRM contacts. To me, the CRM contacts here are not really what a true CRM is. They're just holding the contacts in a repository for you, right? You can export them out. It's not to me, you're not paying for the CRM contacts, because CRMs, I got that. What you're paying for is you're paying for the ability to do, I would judge everything off the minutes, and I would do everything off the 480 minutes, right? And then for tier 4, I think you can do custom registration fields. And yeah, if you're looking at a tier 3, custom registration forms may be important to you, or they may not be important to you, right? Well, you get that even on the tier 2. Where you do start changing, you get the custom reports, you get the minutes on the hard drive. How many minutes do you want to save a month, right? Or 720 virtual minutes that you can use of their server, and they're using their server, helping serve that up for you. That's got to be a cost, right? For a lifetime deal, that's why they charge. For people to say, oh, you should give us more. He's like, really? How more, dude? I got to stay in business too, right? And it's 50 courses, 50 bundles. All of these, you can actually do your own. You can have your own products, right? You can do your own merch from here. Or if you want to sell a book that goes with it, you definitely can do that as well. So let me go back. Let me see if there's any questions. Did anybody pop in? Really, that voice. I wasn't interested until you sold it. Might be used for a webinar. She bet. You know how I do this stuff. You guys got to use my link, obviously, if you're going to pick it up or anything like that. It helps me stay in the business, right? It helps me continue to bring this to you guys. So, and get that additional 10% off too. Oh, if you get the additional 10% off, that's more of another cut to whatever I was going to get from it anyway. But it's not about me. It's about you guys, and it's about me bringing the information to you guys. All right. So that's what it is. Cool. Yeah. So you can use it for a webinar, right? Classroom, because I think people need to see that, because when I set this up, so let's set this up, right? So let's do this. I want to do a live one here. Yeah, let's do a live one here. I'm gonna use their virtual classroom. I'm gonna put the title here so you guys can actually see it. So let me share the tab here. Let's do this. So let's do a live class. You can put it in their catalog so other people can see it, right? Users can view class details, but they would need to use a registration, right? List this in the live class catalog on the login page. So you will have option that these are the live classes I'm doing. This is perfect. I actually, more and more I think about this, I think I probably will use this more from one of my other courses. I think I probably will use this a little bit more. So I don't know. I may go back and get maybe a tier 4, maybe. All right. So I'm going to name this class, Should I Get a Tier 4? That's what the name of the class is going to be. I'm going to use a virtual classroom. So I'm going to use their my web server here, the set location or the server is going to run. This is perfect, people. For West Los Angeles, I definitely want that from West Coast. Should I get a tier 4? I'm just going to name it. Let's do the date here. We'll make that today. The time is 10:37 here. So we'll make this 10:45 here because we'll be on for a few minutes just to see what happens. All right. So event happens today. And why is it? How could the time be valid? Oh, it has to go at least 30 minutes. That's why. That's only 15 minutes, Jenny. All right. So we'll do that. Make it today. Yeah, we should be good with the 10:45 to 11:30. All right. So specific daylight. Let's change the time. Let's change it. This is important because sometimes it doesn't pick up the right time and it'll say, hey, this event is passed already. So we're going to go specific there. Want to schedule recurring class? No, I do not. When class repeats, select when a class repeats. I don't want it to repeat. So I've obviously selected that somewhere. No, I don't want it to repeat. Select when the class repeats. It's not going to repeat. What do I have here? List class. I think I have it repeating somewhere. No, I don't want it to repeat. All right. So why is it asking me some class repeats? I don't want it to repeat. I don't want that. Oh, okay. Because I must have clicked it and it dropped it down. Okay. Allow attendees to change interface language. Sure. Right. This is a class on should I get tier 4 or not. So we're going to go and I'm going to show you something here. Record this class. I'm going to put no here. I don't want my data space to be taken up. Max attendees 10. Look what it gives you here. It gives you the choice, allowing the entire app with audio, video, attendees list, chat, and everything. It gives you whiteboard, audio, and videos. You can share videos on audio and attendees list plus the chat. You're getting all of that. Or if you're going to do a pre-recorded, right, you can do a whiteboard plus attendee list or whiteboard plus attendee list with no audio video. Enable webcam and microphone upon entry. We'll say no. I want the ability to do that. Enable private chat, right? Do I want the private chat? All attendees should be able to chat with each other. I don't know if I want that. Enable screen sharing, right? If somebody else wanted to do that, I'm going to make this class free, right? And I'm going to schedule and I'm going to continue here. So let's take a look at it. So the class should be starting here soon, right? And so here's what happened, right? I tested these last night. I tested it with sessions. I had to test it and it worked well. So here's what you get here, right? Should I get tier 4, right? Should I get a tier 4? Let's do this. So what's going to happen is it's going to say before the session starts, you're going to get enter to prepare class. Let's take a look at that. Let's go into it. Let's share that screen. This kind of looks live webinar. I have live webinar, which is fantastic, by the way. So that's what this allows you to do, right? My camera is, let me see if I can use, because I am using my camera for my live right now. I just want to see if I can switch cameras and see if it allows, because I'm going to show up here, but if it messes up, if this whole live stream messes up, hopefully that won't happen. Let me enable, oh, so it did work. So you can enable it there. And then you could take this away. I'm gonna leave that up, and then you can enable unmute. And then here you can share screen. Then here you can close all. So all your attendees will show up here, right? All of them will show up here. And again, this is strongly, you can see here where you're gonna have your BrainCert brand here. These are some of the settings for the room. You can change the aspect ratio. You can hide participant. So this is a slash webinar type of setup. And I really think I think you can get away with doing this as a webinar. If you're going to use it as a webinar and you don't really have a webinar tool right now, I think you can get away with using this and at a lower cost. Instead of buying a whole webinar or subscribing to a webinar, I think you can get away with this. I would then go higher on my tiers if I wanted to do that, right? And so you can do this as well. Class duration, English is what we wanted, set up your device and all that. So these are your settings that show up here as well. So we can close that out. So this is inside, and then you can come here, you can go, all right, so tier 4, right? We said tier 4 here, tier 4. But when you're teaching, you might want to be able to demonstrate something. So should we go tier 4 here? I don't know, right? So we can erase right here. We can just erase. So maybe we're not going to do tier 4. So this gives you the ability to teach from here. It gives you the ability to right here. You can change, you can arrow to draw, you can save what you put on the board, you can export it out, and so on and so forth. I have an iPad that I can use a pencil on, so I could probably draw on here as well, because I can screen share and probably draw on here if I'm trying to get a certain point across or something like that. So that is, so let me exit out, and I wanted to show you. So this is what it would look. So all the people would show up here. You can probably put a PowerPoint here, and you can go through it right there. So you can click on plus here. You can have 2 boards, right? This is board 2, right? So this is board 2. Let's show you board 2. So board 2, right? And this is board 1. So as you, and I can switch between boards. If I'm teaching you something on board 1, then this is on board 1. But if I want to, and I want to show you already, and even I'm setting this up, then I can just go and switch to board 2 and just show you board 2 here. And then if I wanted to add another board, I can go board 3 here, right? So what I wanted to show you on board 3 is what I wanted to show you on board 3. But what I want to show you on board 2 is going to be specifically for board 2. But the best board I want to show you is board 1. All right, you guys got that, right? So we're going to exit out. Let me show you. I'm going to leave the room and join later, or in class for all attendees. So we're going to leave the room and join later. So we're going to exit that. Let's come back. Are you recording? Stay here. Let me add this to the stream. All right. Oh. All right. So I thought I was kind of moving choppy. I'm going to make an attempt here to switch. If I get cut off, I'll join back in and kind of close this out. So let me see here. Give me 1 second. Stand by. All right. So hopefully you guys can still hear me. Can you guys still hear me? You guys pop in and let me know if you can still hear me. Can you guys still hear me? Let me know. Just put in the chat if you can still hear me, because I wanted to walk back through a little bit, a couple more things with you. Shivet says, hey, I wasn't interested. I wasn't even interested until you said it might be used for a webinar. Yeah, it could be used for a webinar. I actually think it can be probably used for Evergreen as well. I'm just not certain. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know. I had to do a quick test here. I don't even know what happened. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. Make sure you guys chime in. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're here. Yeah, just let me know if you guys are still here. Sales Mastery Auto Hub, are you still here? Mark Rodriguez, Mr. Mark Rodriguez, are you still here? Let's see. Yes, we can still hear. Yes. All right, cool. So what are you guys thinking about this? Let me know in the comments. What are you thinking about this? Let me know. Obviously, of course, you can use my link. I don't have to tell you guys that, because you already know that. Let me see here. What are you guys thinking about it? Let me know. Where are we at here? All right, so let's take a look here. Is it time yet? Let me refresh the screen. I want to see what's going to happen here. I'm going to wrap this up here in a few minutes. So this is what I wanted you to see, right? Now it says launch, right? First it says enter. It's almost like enter the studio in the back. If you have sessions, they allow you to enter in, move stuff around, get your slides prepared and everything. And then you can come back and you can go live and you can actually launch. This gives you that same ability, right? Gives you that same ability to launch the class, right? So again, this is great. I love this. This is great. It's a 45-minute session there, right? And so you have an online store. You could create a product here. If you wanted to sell some of your other stuff here, you can have shipping charge, weight, volume. I think some people are trying to give you this ability to be able to at least sell something, right? And you probably could still sell an ebook from here. Actually, I think you can. You can just tell people, hey, you can pick up the ebook. You can feel if you want to have the company ebook, so you can sell. That's the ability that this gives you. You can actually sell from here and say, hey, why don't you just pick up the ebook if you want to follow along, right? Or I'm going to ship one out to you, whatever. You can put that in there. You can manage your products here. It has SKU numbers, things of that nature. You have discount coupons, right? You have different categories, right? Email notifications here, right? So you have all these different things, shipping, email, and all that. So a lot of that stuff is just going to come from yours. You could do bundles here. You can say, hey, if you buy 2 courses, right, get 1 free type of deal. I think that's coming to standard now to be able to bundles, right? Let's go and create a bundle. Let's see how that looks. You can actually create a bundle here, right? And put the bundle in there. You can put the products in there. Yeah, you can do the assessments here. You can create a test, right? You can create a test here. You put the test in there. What do you recommend doing? Upload an image, right? All right. So really kind of all I really wanted to show you. Sales and marketing. I think we looked at that already, the coupons. Let's look at the bidder really quick. Oh, you have reports and analytics here, right? So you could go here. You have order history, customers, coupons, courses. This allows you to provide accurate tracking and assessment. Your bundles, you can track all of these are analytics. You can see all of those here and how many people are staying on your virtual online stuff right there. This is how much money you're making right here, right? So, what was I going to show you guys? Oh, the builder. Let's look at the builder. Let's look at the builder really quick. You guys have any questions? I'm gonna come back and there's a couple more. I'm definitely gonna do Blogify because I'm definitely picking that one up. I don't know if I really need that one though because I have I have 4 other tools to do that. I don't know about these AI tools, man. I'm starting to see a lot of those. But so let's do this. You could let's create a new landing page. I don't want to mess up my good landing page, right? And so what you can do is you can actually pick these templates. These are the different templates that you can use. Live online tutoring. I think I like this one. We'll call this live learning. We'll do that there. We'll go continue. Oh, I think I have a space in it. That's why I didn't like that. Calls it live learning. So this is our page here. We can come here. We can call it instead of one-on-one, we can call it one-on-two, right? We can come here. We can edit this, edit that. We can put our logo in here. We can swap the logo out, right? Yeah, and then you can add. So I don't honestly, you know what? This builder reminds me of VBout's builder, which is just because you have all these intricate things that you can change. I think if you have to go in detail and pick some of those things out. So like right here, we said we didn't want to do one-on-one learning. We wanted to do one-on-two learning. So we'd have to change this here, one-on-two learning, and then so on and so forth. You can change that. You can go here. We can change our photos here. Best tutor awards. So it gives you a lot of customization, right? You can go advanced here. You can go extra small devices, show based on device screen with extra small devices. You can turn that on to allow you the ability to kind of see what it's going to look like. And this is what it's going to look like in mobile, right? Person has a tablet. It's kind of what it's going to look here on a tablet. And then it's what it's going to look like on a desktop. Right? So this is the content here, the heading, the style, the blocks, background. So you can get a lot of customization in it. You definitely can do that. One of the things I wanted to take a look at was, I was wondering on their peer how that goes. Oh yeah, so the landing page is nice. Mess, don't do that. Of course, MemberPress doesn't do that, man. So yeah, so you're right. It doesn't do that. MemberPress doesn't do that. So I think you said you're using MemberPress. I used to use MemberPress maybe 4 years ago. I thought that was good. I think MemberPress was a good start for me, but I kind of moved away from it. I wanted the ease of use and I wanted to deploy stuff really, really fast. So we're able to do that. So we can exit out of that. You can take a test drive. You can see how it looks as a sample. This is a scrolling banner here. Why don't we do our scrolling banner? Wonder how. Oh, you can go here. Got some banners here. Okay, interesting. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. I'll obviously have my link in the description if you guys wanted to pick it up using my link. I really would appreciate that. These are the different content pages. Add a new content page. Let's take a look at this page. I haven't been in here in a while. I brought BrainCert a while ago and I was going to use it, but I got distracted and started using some other things. So I haven't had a chance to come back to it, but I think I will probably pick up another. What's going on here? Let's do a refresh. Probably got a lot of people. You guys got any questions, comments, concerns? What are you thinking of BrainCert? Leave it in the comments below. What are you guys thinking? Anything? BrainCert? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on with the content pages here. Oh, here we go. All right. I was like, I think it got stuck or something. So this is if you wanted to create another, you'd have, your terms and condition, contact us, and that's to change your content pages and things of that nature. So that's what that does, right? So that's it. Yeah, had that, and the Learn Dash combo came off of that last year. Still, I'm on the lookout for the next. Yeah, no, I agree. It's like you go to Learn Dash, you're trying to look for that perfect tool, right? And I don't know if it exists, Kev. I don't know if it exists. I like to use a combination of different tools, right? I do like to use a different combination of tools. Let's see what else we have here before I sign off. Got a busy, super busy week here. Share this tab instead. Let me tell you what else I'm looking at. Let me look at this. He kills me with this look here. It's like, oh my God, right? That's so funny. All right. So let's look at the spring break deals. Let's go back to look at the spring break deals. So, and again, these are 12 deals that came out. Listen, I don't know if you guys have Blogify. I may need to look at that. I was not looking at that, but I really may need to look at that. I wonder what Core Factors is about. I'm definitely going to look at Core Factors, maybe Vid Boards and Blogify. All the rest of these, I'm probably not even going to look at. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Closely, and I'll probably post a link. I will put a link in this description on Closely. So Closely goes out and it does this LinkedIn thing for you, right? It allows you to, so what you can do, and I think a lot of people kind of caught on to it now, but on LinkedIn, you can start following somebody and you can start following their posts and you can start liking them. I would really like to see you use closely. And let me find another tool for you. It's not on here anymore, but using closely, right? Using closely, right? And a tool like, and I think I may even get an additional deal on this. I don't think they're ever coming back, but let me put it up here so you can actually see it. So let me just share it while we're here, since we're doing live stream. There's this tool called Breakout, right? Breakout is the best. I think if you use closely with a Breakout, and what Breakout does is it says, listen, I get a lot of people in my feed, right? Let me give you guys an example. Let me just give you an example. I think it's a good opportunity to talk about Breakout. I talked to the founder. He says, hey, I don't think we do any more LTDs, but if you want to give your members, so you guys comment below if you even want to get a deal on this. I'm gonna go back to the founder and see if I can get a deal. He says, hey, I'll give you a deal. Because he used to be on he was on Appsumo, I think 2 times. I think he was on Appsumo. He was on Appsumo twice. I don't think he's coming back though. And so the thing about when you're on, let me see if I can explain it to you. Here for you. So, all right, so let's do this. Let me do this. I want to show you guys something here. So even when you're on, let me just share this tab. So let me just explain to you how this tool works with a Breakout, which was on Appsumo. I think I'll be able to get a deal. I don't know, but if you want to take a look at it. So this is what Breakout does. So you know how your LinkedIn, you just have people from all over. You have people from church, you have people from school, you have students, you have past friends, you have former employers, you got current employers, you have all the people here, right? What Breakout is, it gives you a consolidated list of only people you want to follow. You want to only comment and do the things. You have a list of people that you want to follow, right? You can only follow those lists here. It separates. Oh, I need to go back to this tab. It separates. So what Breakout does is it separates your entire list, and it only allows you to follow people and communicate with the people that you are tracking and you are trying to do business with. It's like, I don't need everybody's stuff. I only want a few people that I'm trying to convert. That's what I love about Breakout. It's another tool, but I like Breakout, but I definitely, if I use Breakout, right, I would love to use it with Closely, because Closely does your nurturing. It goes and looks, it does it. You go out and you find the people you want to start attracting B2B, even B2C. It can automatically like their post, and you can automatically engage with them, right? And what it does is you can endorse their skills and all that other stuff. You can have a full-blown conversation with somebody with Closely, and then you could follow them in Breakout. Let me know in the comments if you guys, I think I can get a deal on their monthly. I don't know if I get enough people to comment, I'll let you know. But if you're interested in LinkedIn, I think that's an excellent opportunity. Closely is definitely good. I swear by Closely. Closely is fantastic tool. Love this tool. I have it. You can send these email nurtures. You can send these campaigns. Send an email to them if you want to reach out to them. You've been following for 6 months. You've been commenting on their stuff because you're using Breakout and only communicating with a certain group of people and doing that. And then you do that, and then you hit them. You can follow them. Then you do that. I mean, I have this. Then you get these credits. You can go after them. I'm telling you, it's a multi-channel campaigns you can run. You can do your LinkedIn stuff. You can send a fixed email to them. So closely, if you haven't had an opportunity to get closely for LinkedIn, I would definitely look at trying to get that. Can you add more than one tool to LinkedIn, especially if they're close in nature? I don't. So I'm not sure I'm following you. Can you add more than one tool into LinkedIn, especially if they're close in nature? I don't know. I don't know. Can you add more than one tool? Explain that to me a little bit more as we kind of wrap up here, Shivat. Give me an example. He said, can you add more than one tool? Are you talking about in no profile? If you mean profile, no, there's only one profile inside of Closely and LinkedIn. LinkedIn they're very funny about people having multiple profiles. That's the fastest way to get banned. I think you are who you are on LinkedIn. What I did with LinkedIn, and I don't even know if it's a hack, but I would just set up multiple business profiles. That's what I would do, right? I would set up multiple business profiles. Um, but yeah, I don't think you can have multiple profiles. I think if you are who you are, I am Jenny Jones on LinkedIn. I have to be Jenny Jones. I can't be Jenny Jones 2 or Jenny Jones 3. LinkedIn is they do a lot with the IP addresses. They're very, very funny about that. Can you use Closely and Break Code together? Yes, you can. So the question is, can you use Closely and Break Code together? Yes, that's an absolute yes. And back to the break code. Let me know if you guys want break code. I mean, it's talk to founder. Like I said, he was here two times, and I actually, when I think about it, I should have done more. See, the reason why is because you can actually use break code for email as well. So you can email from break code. You can actually email, and I think from a unified box here, and I think you can actually email from Closely as well, right? But can you use both of them together? So what break code does is break code has what do you call those? Extension. So break code has an extension that you can do that with. So they have an extension, and Closely has an extension. They both have an extension. Let me see if I can turn on my Closely extension. Stand by. I haven't used it in a while. I'm just now going back to the I'm just now going back to the so I'm just now going back to B2B. I haven't been on B2B in a while. So let's go into LinkedIn. Let's see if it works. Let's do this. Let's see if Closely I gotta sign in. So give me 1 second here. Let me sign in. All right, here we go here. So let me go back to my let me go back here. So let's do this. Let me go back to my LinkedIn. And let's do this. So share this tab. So here's how this works. So I have right now in my tab, I have my Closely. This is launched. How to use Explore. You can export people to CSV, apply filter. So you can go here and I can go here and I'm looking for charter schools. No, let me go real estate investor groups. So let's do that. Real estate investor groups, right? So I could then go here. Let me see. So I could do this, right? And I can go here and I can go real estate investors. Let's try that again. So I can go real estate investors here. I could. Oh, I had it here. That's what happens when you try to do a live demo of something you haven't been in a while. I haven't been in here in a while, but I can go here, find the different people that I want to find here, and then I can export them. I hit the export here, export with emails. If they have emails, I can export them there. Hold on, let me get, I see. So I can export here, or I can export with emails. So then once I do that, I can open them up, right? So once you do your search here, you can do your search here and you can find the people you need to find. Then you import them and then you pull them into Closely. And then you let Closely start doing. So Closely is like a warm-up. It's almost like an email warm-up, right? But those same people, once you get them over to Breakout, you can just follow them from here. And the reason why I say Breakout is nice is because Breakout only follows the people you want to follow from your leads list. So you can get that same leads list from Closely, import it in here, and now you can just follow these people in real time. What they're going to give you in Closely is you're not going to be able to get one feed. You're just going to get a data sheet of people that you can click on, get their information and all that. This is going to give you a data feed of all their activities. So you can go in and comment, like this, go in and comment. So yeah, that's where I would use Closely. And I love Closely. So Closely is a good tool. Again, I haven't been in there in a while. I'm doing so many other, anything else, you guys. Now let me see what else I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna shut it down. Let me see. Shut it down. Let me see. Analyze 1,000 social media videos. I don't know if I really need to do that. I'm definitely gonna look at the Blogify. So I'm gonna do a video probably on Blogify and probably vid boards. Don't have that much time, and I'm probably gonna look at core factors. Nurture leads, build relationships, prospect, and boost revenue with this automated management system. Definitely going to take a look at this. I don't know that I need it, but you can put all the SV files, put everybody in there. Journey automation, send emails and all that. I don't even know if I really need this. Has a dashboard. I got enough of those already. Leads. This might be pretty good. I don't know. And I think you can do some SMS stuff on here as well. I don't know. I got to see, people. I don't know. It's like Hub, Hype Drive, Zoho. Yeah, that's just like what I just showed you with the probably with the Breakout. It's probably the same setup almost. So yeah, we'll look at that. And I'm seeing what other let me see. What if I did, what would I look at this? What are lead party journeys, third-party API, two-factor, mobile CRM, an attendance solution, RevOps, and enabled auto payment follow-up, built-in customer interactions with SMS. Interesting. Ooh. Built-in cloud, telephony, auto lead distribution and recommendations. I have SMS it, right? I wonder what they're doing differently. Interesting. Co-founder, RevOps. I love it when I get all of this so I can kind of follow people. I love it when there's a face here. I love that because it lets me know there's somebody that's personally behind this brand. I'm going to check more of this. This I will check more into. I might look at this one. Might look at that one. So that's how can you use Closely and Breakboard together? Because I think I answered that question. Any last minute questions? I'm going to hop off here. Got to run a couple of errands. Got to get back to some different things. You guys are good. It's good. All right. So, hey, you guys have been great. Leave comments below. Obviously, you can use my link in the description to pick up any of these tools. You guys take care. Goodbye for now.